Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Anime Guardians. Um, I'm late to this update, but it's Modulo Itadori and some Bleach units. Yeah, Yuji Modulo, and then Aizen and Yuhabaha. Um, there's a new shiny version of units, or well, only Modulo Yuji right now, but in the next update, which they're releasing like tomorrow or uh, today or like right now, it's 3/19, so Thursday, um, and they'll probably release it tomorrow, Friday, or maybe Saturday, but or the new update. But I have to grind this update. I AFK'd last night, the world boss thing, and I got a lot of rerolls. It's the best way to get rerolls. I have 500,000 right now. I spun on some units, so I'd have less than 500,000, but it's still like, yeah. If you do the world bosses event on 1,000%, you get 200,000 coins each, and then if you go to the event shop, you can buy infinite rerolls, and they're 100 coins each. So I got I got like 56 mil coins. So I just I bought some Hydrogen capsules because I wanted the um, star gold currency to get Fleur d'Elis. But yeah, anyways. So that's the strat to get hella rerolls. But the new game mode of this update is the um, just a boss stage, and you can either do Soul Society to get Yuhabaha or um, Shibuya to get Yuji. I don't know how to get Aizen. I'm pretty sure it's evolving, because if you go to the shop, there's Eisenmuken capsules and a bunch of evolving materials, so it's probably evolving. But basically, this stage is just, it's like All-Star Tower Defense X, where the bosses have multiple health bars, and they have like 50 billion per health bar. But this is the best team that I've came up with, or like, I didn't come up with it, I got it off the Discord, but this is a team that worked for me pretty pretty like not as long clears. So you just place everything down, and then you go to ability, activate the blast ability, and then activate all the Gilgamesh abilities, and boom, you're done. Gilgamesh has the curse book on him. Shinra has the Infernal Spine Blade, and I forget what artifact Jotaro has. Seraphim Judicator, yeah. And then Blast has the Bloodborne or Bloodbound Omen, and then Waguri and Subaru have the classic artifacts on them. The one that gives like 30k when you place him, and then the one that maxes him out. So yeah. So this stage, it's 30 waves, and then you have two bosses, like two phases of bosses that have 50 health bars each, at least in the Shibuya one. I think the 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 Soul Society one is easier because I think the boss has 25 health bars with like 65 billion, so it's a little easier. But basically, um, you just kill this boss, and then he respawns with his hood down. Obviously, it it's such like laziness, I feel, because like the shiny. Okay, this is the regular unit, and the shiny is just him with his hood down and with an angrier face. I'm gonna try to get the shiny. I'm gonna AFK this game mode overnight, and while I'm at school tomorrow, and I hope I get a shiny. Oh, that's loud. I'm sorry if the game ear raped you. Oh wait, he didn't put his hood down. Oh well, I don't know. You just kill the bosses, or kill the boss 2 times, and yeah, it's pretty easy. So I'm just gonna set up a macro, and I'm gonna do this over and over, and yeah, I'll see you guys when I get home from school tomorrow. Okay, so my AFK broke last night, but I just was doing a few runs, like manual. I changed my team. This was the other recommended team on the Discord. It works about as well as the other one, but I got a portal, Shibuya portal. So let's hope I get shiny. I think it's 1%, so I probably won't get it, and I probably will not grind for shiny, just because like the boss in the stage, it's such a like it's so random. Like some clears you get like um like a 4-minute clear, but some you're going for like 5 minutes 30 seconds. But yeah, it's so random, so I don't want to AFK for it and keep having my AFK break unless they like release units to make it more like repeatable, basically. But yeah, I'm just gonna go on this, or like play this stage, and I will be back once I get to the final boss. Okay, The second boss died, so before I could unpause the recording. But this isn't shiny. I don't know if it shows shiny, but like that one wasn't shiny. So if I close out of this and scroll down, yeah, it's not shiny, but whatever. I don't really care. Okay, so let's do the upgrades. So let's spin for Ultima. I have plenty of rerolls now, so filters, only Ultima, let's go. Hopefully I get it fast, but you know, I don't really care. I'll pause the recording and, oh, well, I don't have to pause the recording. It was like 1K rerolls. Let's reroll the stats as well. Auto roll all. Nice. And then do attack. And then do range. Come on. I swear if I go all 2,000 down before getting red stat, I'm gonna crash out. Gonna convert a few. I need to AFK for stat cubes. I might do the world boss AFK that I was talking about, but for stat cubes instead of rerolls. Oh wow. Okay, I'm just gonna... I'll be back once I get the red stat on range. Okay, I got the red stat. Let's units feed him. Boom, boom. Feed him to level 100 and then limit break him. Break through. Nice. He looks clean. And then let's... Where's he at? Oh. Lock him. Feed him to 150. Okay, there we go. So now I will get a team together with like buffers and stuff, and I'll go in an infinite and showcase them. So see you on the showcase. Okay, I'm in an infinite. Let's showcase this guy. So first attack, it's the blood stream thing that he does in the stage, and then a blood rain thing. Apparently, so there was a Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo manga that was made. I never knew about it until Yuji Modulo came around. So, interesting. So he has a meter. Let's look at his attack, and then his passives, and then his abilities. So, second attack, he teleports and then does a slam. Nice. And then max attack, or like third attack. Oh, that's... That's loud. Okay. I'm sorry if I just blew your eardrums. Okay, let's... It's a cleave. Let's disable attack effects now. And then, okay, let's read his passives. Combat imitation. Every time Yuji attacks an enemy, he will increase the total damage by 3% of the enemy's HP, or 6% if the enemy has more than 50% HP. If Yuji kills an enemy with this attack, gain 5 cursed energy, capped at 100, and increases damage by 4%, capped at 80. When Yuji does Black Flash, he will enter a special state that buffs his attack by 100%, range by 25% for 10 seconds. While in this state, every time Yuji attacks, there will be a 20% chance to increase total damage by 3% of enemy's health. When Yuji attacks an enemy, he has a 100% chance to inflict burning. Enemies affected by burning take damage every 1 second for 6 seconds, totaling 4% of their max HP. This damage can be increased by burning damage buffs. If Yuji kills a burning enemy, it causes cursed energy explosion that deals full AoE damage, dealing 2% HP to all enemies within the range. Every time Yuji attacks an enemy, there is a 25% chance to trigger Black Flash, dealing 10% of the enemy's max HP, and increasing Yuji's damage by 6% for 10 seconds, capped to 60%. If Yuji performs 3 Black Flashes in a row, he enters Flash state for 12 seconds, increasing the Black Flash chance from 25 to 50%. Holy moly. This is a lot of passives. Every time Yuji attacks, he has a 20% chance to perform a full AoE attack. Enemies hit by it will take 10% of their HP as damage. If Yuji attacks the same enemy 5 times consecutively, he enters a state where every attack increases his total damage by 5% of the enemy's max HP for 8 seconds. If Yuji kills an enemy while in this state, it triggers an AoE explosion around the enemies that deals damage based on Yuji's range, dealing 5% HP to all enemies within range. And then this unit can non-beat stunned. Okay. That was a lot. Anime Guardians has started doing like ALS passives. Holy. And then 2 abilities. Define Flame Open. While this skill is active, it constantly deals 999% of the attack as damage and inflict burning on the enemies. This burning lasts for 6 seconds and deals burning damage every 0.5 seconds. The damage of the burn will be 5% of total damage dealt on that enemy. And then Dismantle World Slash. Deal 60,000% of attack as damage and inflict bleeding on enemies. This bleeding lasts 6 seconds and deals bleeding damage every 0.5. The damage of the bleed will be 5% of unit's attack plus 15,000% dealt on the enemy. Okay. So basically, he's just broken. I'm gonna turn visual effects back on to see if the abilities have any effects. Turn the volume down. Okay. This move requires the unit to have a target. Oh. Okay. And then Joe, just I forget what the move's called, but just the flamethrower. And then Dismantle World Slash. Let's do that. Okay, just I guess just a Maharaga World Slash, but Itadori version. So yeah, he's pretty OP as always. Um, the best team uh, thing is right here. Um, you have Subaru, Waguri, Yuji, Shinra, Blast, and Typhon. And then if you don't have Typhon, you use Aizen. So yeah, pretty good. The other units in this update are pretty good, but I don't want to get them because, I mean, yeah, they're kind of useless. If the optimal team doesn't have them, it's kind of like why get them basically. But yeah, um, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video I do, which will probably be Anime Guardians again, because they're updating like tomorrow. So yeah, peace out.